Okay, well, like the mayor, I also want to take a walk down memory lane for a minute. In 2015, you made a campaign promise. It was going to be the last election with first past the post. A lot of people in Guelph here took you at your word. I know there's efforts on Parliament Hill to try and revisit that. Is it time for you to revisit your promise?
I am deeply committed to the idea of electoral reform. I think citizens being able to rank their choices, say my first choice is this party, but my second choice is that party, prevents them from having to vote against the ones they don't want and instead vote for the ones they do. I've long believed in that. In our first mandate, when we had a majority, I would have had the theoretical option of ramming through my preferred option for electoral reform and keeping the letter of that promise. But I also know when it comes to changing our electoral system, it shouldn't be any one party, even with the majority, that gets to decide how all future elections will be unfolded. So, out of respect for democracy, I believe we needed to create a consensus around that. Unfortunately, it became clear, despite years of efforts and a lot of work by many different people in the House to try and come to a consensus, there was no clear consensus on how to change our electoral system for the better. And rather than risk Canadian democracy for the sake of ticking off a box in an electoral program, I said we're going to make sure we continue to work on building consensus. As I've said many times, including recently to Jagmeet, if they're willing to come to a consensus around improving our electoral system, I'm happy to revisit it any time, but it's not something any government should do all alone.
Next question.